discussions between the two secretaries.
I think, Madam Chair, it's high time that we have to review, this committee will have to review the Mutual Defense Treaty because sabi mo nga, it's been ages, panahon pa ng Cold War yung MDT na yan, panahon pa yata ng tatay mo, correct me if I'm wrong.
Before pa, 1951?
It's not, nung panahon na yun, hindi pa ganun masyado ka-tense yung situation ng between China and Taiwan. So we really have to review, Madam Chair. May I manifest that we have to probably in another meeting we review this mutual defense treaty and invite the Defense Department and even the United States Embassy or their representative to look into this para ika nga sumunod at tumugon sa mga panahon ngayon yung treaty niyan, Madam Chair.
Yes, yun nga sinabi ni Secretary Lazaro, tama yun. Kasi maiipit tayo, di natin maalam kung anong gagawin. Okay, sinabi ni Secretary Lazaro, operational. O eto na, operational. Are we compelled under the MDT and the EDCA to allow the U.S. to use the EDCA sites as forward operating bases or staging launching points for military intervention in Taiwan? Kasi there are allies under the MDT. Andyan na yung EDCA. Tumutulong sila sa atin. We have clearly a very clear defense treaty, di ba? An agreement of the EDCA. At nandyan na yung mga EDCA sites. Alam niyo, nagtatanong ako nito, hindi para pahirapan yung buhay natin, kundi naaalala ko po yung ama ko. Nung kasagsagan ng Vietnam War, malaking gulo yan sa Pilipinas dahil may Clark at Subic at gusto nilang gawin launching pad yung Pilipinas para bombahin yung Vietnam. Ayaw pumayag ng ama ko. Medyo roundabout ang nangyari. Refueling and refitting lamang ang hinayaan sa Clark at Subic. Pero no direct flights daw. Ito yung kasunduan. Ngayon, ganyan rin ang mangyayari ngayon. Dahil meron na tayong EDCA sites, hindi nga tinatawag na military bases, halos ganun na rin. So, anong mangyayari kapag ganyan?
Madam Chair, again...
I know that we really, really need someone from the Defense Department at this juncture. But since they failed to appear, I urge you to answer as best we can.
Thank you, Madam Chair. To the best that I can. And I can say that EDCA was never contemplated as a forward operating base. It is actually an HADR.
Can you decode your alphabet, Sue?
Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief or Resilience Site. It's always been HADR. In fact, the last discussion I had...
Ganon din ang nangyari nung Vietnam days ang nangyari doon, kung maalala ninyo, si General Tobias led the PhilCAG. Yung PhilCAG, kasi sabi, may commitment daw ang Pilipinas pagpadala ng sundalo. Sabi ng ama ko, oo, papadala kami ng sundalo, kaya lang engineer, gagawin kami ng tulay, magpapadala kami ng medics, sundalo din yun. Pero hindi lalaban, di hahawak, hindi magdadala ng baril. So, ang intindi natin, ang EDCA can only be used in the event of disaster relief, human assistance, ano pa yung isa? Sorry.
Disaster relief.
Yeah, humanitarian assistance. Anong sabi ninyo?
HADR, Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief.
Disaster relief.
Yes.
So, kapag walang disaster, like halimbawa ngayon, di ba, may Typhoon Kajiki ang Vietnam, pwedeng gamitin yung EDCA. Nagtatanong ako, wala naman daw pinadala mula sa EDCA para tulungan ng Vietnam. May 20 ng patay. Hindi, tanong lang.
Well, another point to again...
Ilan rin yung patay nung nakaraang mga bagyo?
Marami na po.
Emong ilan. Wala naman tumulong galing EDCA.
Kasi I think ang operational word na naman ho dito is that it should be the decision to use whatever aspects of EDCA should be mutually agreed also by the two governments.
So, so far, no humanitarian assistance and disaster relief has been undertaken by any of the EDCA sites. I imagine, kasi wala namang balita
Actually, Madam Chair, I can only recall my discussion with Secretary Rex Gatchalian of DSWD. he said that he will, I don't know kung anong typhoon po iyon, pero sinasabi niya na I will pack up those sites para pagdating sa, I think he was thinking about north, way up in the north, I think
Wala
Cagayan.
pa eh, wala pa.
Hindi, matagal na pong typhoon to.
Yung
I think.
pinesto lang nila doon, yung typhoon missiles. Wala namang humanitarian, walang gamot, walang pagkain.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
I think
Senator Tulfo.
the Department of Foreign Affairs is not capable of answering all these questions.
That's
because
right. No,
these
I'm
are the questions for the Department of Defense.
I agree, but
may I manifest or may I suggest, Madam Chair, that we invite in the next meeting the Department of Defense officials and the Armed Forces, because I believe they're the proper authorities to answer our questions here. Otherwise, if they don't want, then we can send a subpoena to these officials. I'm sorry, Madam Chair, but I think, I mean, you said they were invited, they didn't come. I don't know. They must have very good reasons. Otherwise, kung hindi pa rin po sila darating, then we have to, I believe, subpoena them, Madam Chair, because it's that we deserve to know how can we proceed. The Secretary is having a hard time trying to answer these questions when it is not in her territory. It's only the Defense Department and the Armed Forces of the Philippines can answer all these questions, Madam Chair, na ito bang EDCA buhay na? May mga tao na ba dyan? Bakit hindi pa nakatulong sa relief, humanitarian efforts? So I guess, Madam Chair, may I suggest that we subpoena the officials of the Department of Defense and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Madam Chair.
thank you very much. I highly agree with this.